this week's episode of NetKno the Networking Show, where we're obsessed with all things networking. And this week we are focusing on conferences. So this could be an academic conference, it could be a corporate conference, a business trip, whatever it is. And how to get the most out of them, essentially, because often it's a lot of time. You know, these things can be 2, 3, 4 days, you know, it's a lot of effort and a lot of energy, but also it's a lot of money. You know, you think about planes, trains, automobiles to get there. We're staying in hotels. We've got food to be eaten. If it's a conference or an exhibition that you're exhibiting at, then there's the cost of all the, you know, the exhibition stand and the marketing materials and the merch you're giving away. It all adds up. You could be spending thousands on these things. So we need to make sure we are setting ourselves up for success. So the first thing to remember about conferences is that we are networking before we get there. So there's loads of pre-networking that we can be doing to help set ourselves up for success during the actual event. So 99%, if not more, of conferences now come with their own hashtag. So make sure that you are going online, you're utilizing social media and searching for the hashtag associated with the conference. Searching that hashtag is going to allow you to find a delegates list of all the other people out in the world who are also going to the same conference. Start having conversations with them. Say hello. Oh, I'm going to connect with them. You know, really looking forward to it. Get engaged, get involved in the conversation before you even get there. This is going to allow you, it breaks the ice before you even get there. So it makes it a lot easier to approach people, but it's also going to allow you to plan your diary. So what we want to do with conferences, we don't just want to go along, sit in the audience, watch, and then leave. No, my friends. We need to be booking in one-to-ones. We need to have coffee meetings, maybe dinners, maybe going for breakfast, maybe going out for drinks. But we need to plan our schedule to make sure we are making the most of these networking opportunities and engaging and finding other delegates beforehand online. Anyone that you find that you come across that you want to have a conversation with, arrange it, get it in the diary. You're all going to be at the same location, at the same place, at the same time. Arrange to meet them at a seminar, or you're going to see a certain person talk. Catch up straight afterwards. We want to reduce our reliance on serendipity when it comes to conferences. You will make loads of wonderful connections just on serendipitous, like, oh, I like your shoes. Where are they from? Or you'll sit next to someone in a talk. But we also want to make sure we're being strategic. So finding other delegates, engaging with them online, starting the conversations before the conference even begins, and then arrange one-to-ones and meetings within and wrapped around that conference. Absolutely fantastic. It's a great way to make sure we're utilizing that investment. Another option, another thing that we want to do is, and I've covered this on a previous episode that I shall link up now so you can click straight through if you've not seen it, put yourself forward to speak. So don't just be the delegate. Look for opportunities to put yourself out there to be the person who is on the stage. Then everyone that's seen you speak they're gonna feel like they already know you. They're gonna approach you. It takes away a lot of the stress, you know, for you having to walk over to someone. They're gonna come to you because you're gonna go on stage. You're gonna wow them and razzle dazzle them with all your fantastical knowledge. You're gonna educate them and share your insights and your passion, and they're gonna think you're amazing. And then for the rest of the conference, people are gonna be coming up to you. They're gonna want to take selfies with you. They're going to want an autograph. Well, maybe not that far, but they are going to love you. So put yourself forward to be a speaker at the conference. If it's an academic conference, put yourself forward, apply to maybe do, even if there's a poster session, put yourself forward to do that. It's great experience for one. You know, the more we do public speaking, if it's not our favorite thing in the world, the more you do it, the easier it's going to get. There's loads of great resources and people out there that can help you get the most of that speaking opportunity. If you are in academia, I highly recommend the wonderful Duncan Yellowlees. Hello, Duncan. He's brilliant and he specializes in public speaking for academics. But if you are more in the commercial business world, again, you know, put some time and energy into it so that opportunity that you have on stage, you make the most of. And like I said, the more you do it, the easier it's going to get. People are going to, there's going to be a lot of promotion leading up to the conference that's going to include you. So again, it makes you more approachable. It allows for that additional marketing of you and your organization or your work. And it allows you to promote yourself to everyone that's there rather than just focusing on just having one-to-one conversations. And I'm all about working smarter, not harder. So put yourself forward, put yourself out there. take a chance and share that knowledge. And it's a great way to get more out of those conferences. The final thing I want to say about the conferences, well, if there are activities going on within it, sign up, see what's the itinerary like, what's the agenda like. Sometimes they had like speed networking events going in within the thing, or workshops, get involved. Don't just go along and do the bare minimum. Throw yourself into it, take as much out of it as possible. Do that pre-planning to help set you up for success. But then also think about making sure that we block out some time after the conference to recharge our batteries. You're probably going to be absolutely shattered. You've maybe traveled a long way to get there. Give yourself some time to recharge, but also give yourself that time to follow up and connect with everyone that you've met and had wonderful conversations with. Connect with them online if you haven't done so already. Send any emails that you've said you were going to send. Make any introductions you said you were going to make. Send any information you said you were going to do. Again, building that trust. There's a previous episode on following up. Click through if you haven't seen that one already, but loads of practical stuff there. So just thinking about planning your diary post-event, as well as doing all that research beforehand to help you get the most out of that opportunity. And remember that, you should have fun. Go out there, learn, engage with new people, potentially from all over the world. You've all got that same thing in common, whatever that conference, whatever the topic or theme is, you've got something in common with them. They're there to learn and to meet you just the same way that you're to meet them. So have a good time and enjoy yourself. That is it for conferences. Hope I've given you loads of useful hints and tips there to get the most out of conference opportunities. Please do share it with your network, as they might have some conferences coming up and it's going to potentially be really useful for them. And then that just makes you look awesome, which, is just a win-win for everybody. Pop any comments of any tips that you've got. If you've done loads of conferences, share them in the comments, and always make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss our weekly episodes. And that's it for this week. I'll see you next week.
A Liquid Studios production.